Now we're going to talk about how to create titles inside of Premiere Pro. The first thing you want to do is park the playhead inside the clip that you think you're going to put the title over. It will appear as a background when you do that. And go ahead up to the title menu at the top of the screen, and we're going New Title. Now we have these different choices here, but basically we're just going to start off with a plain default title. So this gives the dimensions of the title which match your project. We're going to give this a name. We're going to call this American Bald Eagle Show Title. Okay, click OK. And it launches the interface with the image on the timeline in the background. Now, over here, you're usually going to be using your selection tool or your title tool. Of course, once you choose the title, you have a whole bunch of different parameters over here that you can change. You have different pre-made title styles for you here. But basically, we're just going to type this in as the show title. So I'm going to type American Bald Eagle. Now, this is just a pretty plain font right now, and I'm going to put it over the top here. So I'm just going to click here and bring it down. Now, I have certain centering tools that I have here where I could center it vertically and center it horizontally. I'm going to bring it straight down from the center here and just sort of put it like this. Now I'm going to make it a little bit larger. I can go actually literally letter by letter and change the font, change the font colors, change all of these parameters. But what I'm going to do here is just select the whole block of text, and I'm going to go to a nice sort of chunky font here. We're going to pick Arial Bold. Scroll on up here. Arial. And we're going to go with the bold look here. Let's go black actually. It gives us a nice chunky font. And again, we can go back to centering it right where it was. Now, these white letters here are not that visible. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put a stroke on the outside of the letters to help them be a little bit more visible. And as we go down here, we can add an outer stroke, and then we can change the width of it to make it a little bit more easy to see. And we can also change the color. Let's go with something a little bit more in the blue range. Stroke. And then now we can put a drop shadow if we like. Add this all here. And actually that looks pretty nice. So now we'll just click off so we can see what it looks like there. And we've created our title. Now all we have to do is just go ahead and close this interface, and the title will appear over here as one of our elements inside of our project window. I'll just fix that typo I did there. Ready? And you might want to actually go ahead and create a bin for putting your titles in. So I'm just going to hit a Control B here to make a new bin, calling it titles, and I'm going to place my title inside that bin. Now all you have to do to apply the bin to the timeline is just grab it and drop it on top of the shot that you're going to use it for, and then just stretch it out so it covers the entire title. So there it is. Now if you want to, you can bring this in a little bit so the title doesn't appear right away, and you can also add a transition to bring this in nice and soft. The default transition is a cross dissolve, so it just makes a nice little fade in of the title. There we go. And we can do the same thing to bring the title out if we like. Just drag it back, go to default transition with a right click, and it's a nice fade in and out on the title. Now, what we can do also is if we decide we're going to make some kind of modification to the title, all we have to do is double click it. It opens up the interface. Now, you don't need to worry that this image is in the background because we can turn that off at any time. We're really only working with the titles. So, but this is just for reference. But now let's say that we're going to add this in here. So let's go and very carefully click inside this box here. The American Bald Eagle, and now we need to kind of align it a little bit. So we're going to highlight this entire thing here and center our text, and then we'll use the center button again. And once you've modified it, all you have to do is close this up, and right here on the timeline it's already done its thing. Okay, so that's all you have to do to make static titles.